Good evening, traders. Welcome to the nightly breakdown, where we break down what happened today in the stock market as well as give you an idea of what we're looking at into tomorrow. So let's head over to the key points, and the first key point that I'm looking at today is the CPI volatility. We have high inflation expectations going into the CPI, or the Consumer Price Index, on Thursday morning, and we didn't really see a large day to the downside today, but we instead saw volatility, which means we saw quicker movements, bigger candles, and overall we had a wider range than we have been seeing lately. Investors are collecting data and preparing, and they're very sensitive to any news or any sell-offs, and that's what we saw today. And combine that with my second key point, we have a jumpy meme market as well as some crypto selling off, and we're seeing crypto sitting back around 30k again, which means that there's no money going into the crypto and it's all going into the memes. And I really don't think that this meme squeeze or these retail stock squeeze is over yet. I think that we could get some more steam, especially from AMC, which seems to be leading it all. A new meme stock actually popped up today, which is Wendy's, and they actually killed earnings, and a lot of crypto sold off today because of the FBI deal with the Colonial Pipeline ransom. All these big news events really do is prove the inefficiency of the coin, which is decreasing the value. That's why people are selling it off. But as soon as you start to see some more efficiencies, more good news, then you start to see some more buyers again. So watch out for that. Watch for the hype to change. As long as Bitcoin's getting hacked, money's getting stolen, and Elon's going crazy on Twitter, I don't see the next run happening just yet. Next, let's head over to SPY and see where we're at and where we could be heading into tomorrow. So looking at SPY on the daily here and looking at candle structure, this is a hammer candle just like yesterday, and it's a retracement hammer candle. We saw rejection of lower prices, and I like this hammer candle better than yesterday's because it has a longer wick, and if I pull out my Fibonacci's from Friday's low, it actually retraced right off of that 382. And I haven't made a video on this, but the 382 and the 618 are the two golden levels if you're going to be doing Fibonacci retracement. Now I want to show you guys the 50 minutes so you can get an idea of this 3-day range. Let me put on my levels. So in orange here, I have my 3-day support and resistance levels. Now when you have a range like this, there's 4 scenarios of 4 outcomes from a look above. You can look above and fail, or look above and go, or you can look below and fail, or look below and go. If you look above and fail, you can target the bottom of the range. If you look below and fail, you can target the top of the range. Usually when we break the resistance line, we're looking to double the range on the upside, but you can see these false breakouts, so look for those resistance candles and look for that volume to get us there. If we do get a nice break to the upside, look to double the range up to 24.69. Also look for the back test of this resistance at 423. So let's head over to the watch list, and we're actually doing it a little bit different now. I'll give you guys my 3 top picks into tomorrow, and I'll also be breaking down the 2 top stocks in our Discord members suggestion channel. And this is in fact to get the members involved and to get ideas flowing from all over the place. So first off on the watch list, I've got Marriott, ticker symbol MAR, and looking at the daily chart, you can tell why I like it already. There's a huge bullish pennant, and this thing has been taking its time to draw this out, and the longer these patterns draw out, the harder they usually hit. We grabbed calls today as an aggressive play. Usually we wait for the break of that resistance and the back test, and this one we actually saw a nice clear direction on the intraday, and we made a nice play. We're already up 40% on these, and we shouted these out in the Discord today. This, along with a few others, were up over 40% today, so we had a really good day in the Discord. I think we could break that resistance trend line, and I think we go all the way up to 153 if we break that. This is a very clean bullish continuation pattern, so I expect this thing to continue to the upside all the way to 170. This is a value play, a reopening play, so I really like this name, so watch Marriott going into the next week. Next up is AHT, and I really like this one. This is becoming kind of a hype stock, and in this environment it doesn't hurt to try and play a few of these before they break out. There's a lot of money floating around from these crypto sell-offs, so watch this. The pattern that I'm seeing here is the cup and handle pattern, and this thing rounded. The lows were rounding, slow lows, and then we saw that first initial spike. We saw a bull flag consolidation, which is a continuation flag, and that broke out today, and now I think we can keep going higher. The stock is already up over 20% after hours. Next up is Bank of America, BAC, and I really like this because we're off of a moving average, a support trend line, and we're going into an inflationary report, so I really want to be watching the banks. I'm watching this one especially for day trades because there's a lot of volume on it and there can be a lot of fluctuation, so I'm watching the banks, especially Bank of America. Now over to our member plays, and the first member play on the list is the Dish Network, and I actually really like this one. And the reason why I like this one, I'll have to pull up the weekly here to show you. Looking at the past 3 years, we have a head and shoulders off of a support at 23.28, and if you draw the neckline, I'll always draw my necklines in yellow, and the neckline here is 44.82, and it looks like we're bull flagging right at the neckline. Now if you know anything about patternology, the combination of these two is usually referred to as a cup and handle. This is because it has the rounding of the bottom and the combination of a bull flag. Now looking at this on the daily, I want to see this bull flag go a little bit lower. I want to see it, I want to catch it down here around 41.54, right around this support trend line, as well as a moving average, the 50-day moving average. If that holds, we can suspect to go to the top of the range and possibly break that to go even higher. Next member play is EDR or Endeavor. This is the UFC stock that everybody's been talking about. It's a recent IPO, and today we saw a bullish engulfing off of a support level that we've seen some general price acceptance above. This is a recent IPO, so there's not a lot of data to work with, but at this point it does look pretty good. I think we could go higher if we break that $30 level, but this thing hasn't had that much volume and it hasn't had the juice in the tank to take it much higher yet, so keep that in mind as you're trading this. And also keep your eye on that 27.75 support level. We have some general price acceptance around that area. So that wraps up tonight's nightly breakdown. If you got value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a nightly breakdown or a weekly watch list. If you're looking to grow and learn with the community of traders, check out the link in the description below. Join our Discord and upgrade to TradeFlare Pro. Get half off your first month using the promo code TFlare2021. And remember, we're not financial professionals, and all of the information inside of these videos is to be used at the sole discretion of the viewer. The stock market is risky, you could lose money. And don't forget that time is your most valuable asset, so quit wasting it. Get up, get out, and go get it, my friend.